right, adding the exchange to 3commas. Yeah, you go to 3commas and then you go directly to my exchanges. And then here you select the exchange, in this case Bybit. Then you give it a name. And then you add the API key and API secret, which are, as you remember on Bybit, this was the API. And here is the secret. And then now connect exchange. And it says here access successfully added, and then it should look like this. Okay, now you go to DCA bot and click on create DCA bot. Give it a name. I gave it some name for the 1 to 5 Wickmaster alerts we set up here, right? Now select the exchange, which is Bybit Wickmaster, the one we just set up, right? Okay, and now select BTC USD. Long here, it should not say short, it should say long. And yeah, okay, and very important also, on the base order size, select percentage. And then, I mean, you can also do it manually with selecting the BTC amount, yeah, coin whatever, yeah. But I prefer to do it like this because this is the way I will show you right now will automatically also care for the risk management with your portfolio. It will not. I do not recommend you to trade with 100% because it does have swings, right? And as you can see here, there are 100 trades, 117 trades successful, 99.15%, and there was one trade that was not successful, and that was a minus 17% or 16% dip. Yeah. For example, on this one here, if you set stop loss to 16% or let's say 25%, now it's 100%, yeah. But sometimes it can happen that you get a loss, yeah. You lose this trade, and let's say you make over 100 successful trades, but then once in a while you lose the whole position, and you don't want to lose all of the position you have on the whole account, yeah. You want to maybe maximum lose like 25%. So I would recommend you to always trade with 25%, yeah, and that's it, yeah. Because if you lose one trade, like you can see here, you lose only 30% and you don't lose, let's say 50 or 70 or something. That's too much. You should always then you can't recover so quickly. You should always lose like maximum 10, 20 or 30%. Yeah, but I prefer to set 25. All right, leverage type, select isolated, and then select, I recommend you only 3x, because on Wickmaster, most of these strategies here, they get liquidated at 3x the least, yeah, 2 or 3x, because if you set 4 or 5x, you would get liquidated a lot more. That's because liquidated means that you lose your whole position. I made a little chart for you. So let's say you select 2 or 3x, yeah, on 3commas, yeah. You select 3x here, yeah, meaning leverage set to 3 times. Then the maximum price drop, yeah, the price can drop by 24%. Yeah, if you are on a trade and it goes down 24%, it can go down until 24%, and then you may lose the whole position. Yeah. But the higher you go, the lower the percentages are. Yeah. So let's say if you put 8 here, yeah, let's say you put 8. Do not do that. I will show you why. Because the price can go, when you are in a position, it can go down maximum 8%, 10.7%, which would make you be liquidated. You can see that on yourself on Wickmaster backtest. When you click here and you say now 10.7%, the results will look a lot different. You see, there are a lot more losses here sometimes, and the profit factor is going down, and also the net profit is going down. But when you go back to, let's say, 24%, then it is like 100%, and you also get more gains, right? So you can play around with this, but I do recommend you to use 3 or 2x, because all of the settings for Wickmaster are for 2 or 3%. So yeah, I recommend you this. You can play around with 5x, but I really don't recommend. I really recommend 3x. Okay, so and for order type, make market. You can choose limit, but then sometimes it will open a position and never make a trade. So better choose market, so you always get the trade through and you don't have to recheck manually, right? All right. For a deal start condition, select trading view custom signal. For take profit, 1.5% or whatever you choose on Wickmaster. I mean, the standard setting is 1.5. You can also play around and see what happens with the 1% or 2%. Yeah, but as you can see, the best setting is 1.5. Yeah. For the rest of the settings, you can choose this to 0 and then start create bot. Yeah, I forgot. When you choose 3x, means you have to use the 25% you want to use times 3, so 75%. And then actually here you'll see how much you actually use. Yeah, you will actually use 25% if you put in 75, because we choose 3 times. Just makes sense. Okay, and then you click on create bot. Click on start, turned on, and now okay. Okay, now we get this here, and now you match it for start. You click this, you go to trading view, you go to all of the 5 Wickmaster, not the exit, the 5 Wickmaster you set up. Click here, put in the code, save. Click here, put in the code, save. Click here, put in the code, and you do that for all of them. And for the last one, you do something else. You copy this code here. This is the close position, so it will close that position. And you click here. Okay, that's that. And now it should be running, you know.